6 signs a woman is pleasuring herself, and why most men completely miss it. Let's start with a truth most men are not ready to hear. The woman you're dating, the woman you love, the woman you think doesn't think about sex much, she has a private world you're not part of. And most men are completely blind to it. Not because women are hiding something malicious, but because men never learned how female sexuality actually works. Most men walk around thinking they understand women, but they completely miss what's happening behind closed doors. And here's the truth nobody says out loud. A woman doesn't need a man to satisfy her anymore. And if you're not paying attention, she will quietly replace you without ever cheating. No drama, no warning. Just distance. In this video, I'm going to break down subtle behavioral patterns that tell you she's becoming more self-contained, self-satisfied, and emotionally unavailable. Not so you can spy, but so you can wake up and read reality correctly. Today, we're talking about the quiet signs, the subtle shifts, the behavioral clues most men overlook. Stay till the end because the last sign is the one that shocks men the most. Before we jump in, let's ground this. Self-pleasure is normal, healthy, and common. For many women, it's about stress relief, emotional regulation, sleep, self-connection, exploration. It isn't automatically about dissatisfaction with you, but it does reveal something deeper about her inner world. And understanding that world makes you smarter than 90% of men. Let's get into the signs. First, her lifestyle. If she's constantly indoors, always preferring isolation over social interaction, and enjoys long stretches of alone time, that's not just introversion. Everybody needs space, yes, but when it becomes a pattern, especially paired with emotional withdrawal or low interest in real-life connection, it tells you her stimulation is coming from somewhere else. She's feeding something privately, and you're not part of that equation. Now let's talk about time spent in the bathroom. A quick shower is normal. Even 20 to 30 minutes, no problem. But when it starts stretching into 40, 50, even 70 minutes consistently, you're no longer looking at hygiene. You're looking at ritual. The bathroom becomes a private zone. No interruptions, no questions, just her and whatever she's engaging with. Men ignore this, but patterns don't lie. Then comes her content consumption. Watch what she watches, not what she claims she likes. If she's constantly drawn to intense romantic scenes, emotionally charged fantasies, or explicit material, that's a window into her internal world. What someone repeatedly consumes is what they're mentally rehearsing. And if that energy isn't being shared with you, it's being redirected somewhere else. Simple. Another subtle one, her nails. Sounds random, but it's not. If she consistently keeps a few fingernails shorter than the rest, that's not always fashion or coincidence. Women are intentional with their grooming. When you see patterns like that, especially combined with the other signs, you start connecting dots most men miss. Now let's get into her digital behavior. A woman who locks every single app on her phone isn't just private, she's guarding something. Double calculator apps, hidden folders, locked galleries, these aren't just for fun, these are tools. And if you ever take a look at neglected places like a laptop recycle bin or hidden storage, don't be surprised at what you find. People hide things, but they're not always as careful as they think. And finally, her search patterns. You don't need to be a detective, but when you catch glimpses of what she's been searching or engaging with, it tells you everything about her desires. Because what someone looks up when nobody's watching, that's the real version of them. Unfiltered, unpolished, and honest. Now listen, this isn't about shaming or judging. It's about understanding female behavior at a deeper level. Because once you see these patterns, you stop moving blindly. You stop over-investing in situations where you're not even the main source of her desire. And that right there saves you time, energy, and unnecessary emotional investment. If this opened your eyes even a little, then you already know what to do. Hit the like button,
Share this with a brother who needs to wake up, and subscribe, because this channel is where men come to see what others refuse to talk about.